I wanted to talk more about my sensory experiences because I think they were a big clue to me being autistic. I'll start with food. I feel like that one was the most obvious to my family because it kind of bothered my mom, who was the main cook, would always cook with mushrooms. Everybody in my family, my sister, my mom, my dad, they love mushrooms. I was not a fan of them. I feel like mushrooms have like a weird kind of spongy texture along with a slimy texture, and that's a really awkward combination. The flavor's fine. I don't mind the flavor. I actually really like it, and I always have. But the texture of those mushrooms, my mom would try to sneak them into something, and I would take a bite of whatever that was and notice immediately there's a mushroom in there, and I would have to spit out the mushroom before I was able to eat the other food. And I also had an issue with watermelon and strawberry. I feel like both of those fruits also have kind of a weird spongy texture. Not my favorite. Everyone else loves strawberries. I don't tell people I don't like them. I pick around them and don't eat them. I also had a hard time with medicine. As a kid, I could not take things like Tylenol or ibuprofen. I never did. I couldn't do it. I would try very hard to swallow that pill, and I could not get myself to swallow the pill. And so when I was sick, we always had to request that we got liquid medicine. Otherwise, I would not be able to take the medicine. I've gotten a lot better at that, but it's still difficult for me to swallow pills. I suppose metaphorical pills as well. Very sensitive to a combination of sensations. The more layers of sensory things that happen, the more like agitated I feel. Growing up, anytime the toilet flushed, which is a long story, we actually didn't have a toilet in our home until I was in high school. I hated the noise. It was so loud. And anytime I was at school, I would either avoid using the restroom, which is foolish because we had it like a porta potty at home. So like, what am I saving myself for exactly? It felt unnerving in some sort of way. I would cover my ears as much as I could. Chewing noises, it like makes my skin crawl. Just feel it in my body, and oh man, I don't even want to talk about it. I hate hearing chewing noises. The squeaking of the forks and like the clicking of the teeth and the chewing noises at dinner. I don't know what to do with myself. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. My own noises are awful. They feel amplified coming from within my own head. For example, anytime that I'm sick, I literally cannot for the life of me sneeze in front of another human being. Maybe my husband. I can't do it. It's too loud. It's too attention grabbing, and I can't. Being sick is a frustration as an autistic ADHD person. Annoying for anybody, but it feels extra annoying because I feel extra loud. I crave organization. I have some sort of really intense urge to put everything into a rainbow order. Like with my kids' toys, anytime I put them away, I find myself organizing them in rainbow order. I've organized her bookshelf that way multiple times. It doesn't last very long. There's a picture of me as a kid organizing crayons. It's not quite a rainbow order. It's close. I looked at it and I was like, that's a little off. I'm 4, so I should give myself a little bit of grace. I crave certain fabrics like corduroy and velvet and waffle knit. I love them so much. It's all I want to wear. But since motherhood, I have noticed being way more uncomfortable in my own skin. I just am more sensitive than before as a person, which I think is normal and should probably be expected. Sock seams have to be just right. I want them to line up just perfectly over my toes. I would rip off my shoes and my socks if they did not line up like that. And sometimes I can't handle wearing the socks anyway. I have to take them off after a few hours. It's too much. And I find myself having to change my outfit throughout the day sometimes just to keep up with being comfortable. I can't fully describe the sensation, but I know it's wrong. And I'm trying to listen to that more often. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I could go on and on. So I'll leave you at that. Okay. Thanks. Bye.